once and I wasn't satisfied. So, starting again. I hope and pray that all is well. Welcome to my YouTube channel. Let's get into it. I'm Kenyatta, um, the ArtKitech. On this channel, we destroy and build simultaneously, for there can be no resurrection without destruction. As stated, I'm Kenyatta, but you will refer to me as Miss Kenyatta, Queen, Goddess, Empress, Ma'am, or whatever I tell you to refer to me as. Um, I have no enemies. Love and goodwill taken care of within. Eliminate that without. As well, enemies of God are defeated. And since God is the creator of both the evil and the good, okay, at least according to one book, how can God have any enemies? For they are all his footstool. But nevertheless, I will not tolerate anyone being disrespectful or comment with me or anyone that supports me genuinely on this platform. And I definitely will not be tolerating anyone's bully shit. Okay. There's no place like home. I got this in DC. I went to, what was it? Year before last, I was working at one of the schools, substituting at one of the schools and one of the middle schools, and they asked me to chaperone, be one of the chaperones for the trip to DC. And I did. And I was like, well, what about my daughter? I don't, at first I told them I didn't think I could go because my daughter, and they was like, oh, she can go too. And they paid for both, for her trip and of course for my trip. Okay. And gave us a stipend. So, I can't remember what museum we were in, but I love the Wizard of Oz. We love the Wizard of Oz, and whatever museum we were in, we saw the, setup for the Wizard of Oz, and I got this t-shirt. Now it said large. But this motherfucker is not a large, okay? Large for who? It had to be a misprint, okay? More like a small, but hey, I wear it anyway. Oh boy, everything is not always get fat spell. Sometimes it's just too much damn peanut butter. And I love peanut butter. All right. I am going to do a reading tonight. I'm going to use the dust of onyx, and as usual, I like my hands doing something. So I'm going to be shuffling these cards the whole time. Now, it's interesting. The lady who raised me, one thing she used to say to me, with as evil as she was and is, one thing she used to say to me was, allow every moment to be a teachable moment, something along those lines, but just talking about teachable moments. So I haven't been here because I've been resting, and it's interesting. I've been resting, but I've been busy at the same time. Okay, I'm always doing something. And last video I made, not the last video, I think the one before that, I talked about Mustard sending me the picture of the baby. Yeah, I don't want no pictures of that, or whoever the fuck sent it, okay? But it was her, okay? But anyway, so, she sent me one of them crazy dreams, okay? Now, I don't know if it was a dream infiltration thing or just one of her black magic witchcraft dreams. I don't know how none of that shit works, okay? But anyway, my sibling was in it, and some other wretched person that I grew up knowing. And the funny thing about it is, it's like, it was funny because I cussed him out in the dream, and it was like, thank you, Mustard, because that was on my to-do list to cuss his ass out. So you just brought it all back to my remembrance. So I appreciate that. But and then I did a video on money, and then I did another one, and I got a message from Mustard. Okay, now this is a teachable moment. It says, and you really should stop impersonating people and stealing their pictures and making fake profiles. But it says, hey, Kenyatta, of course the K isn't capitalized, okay? Would you be interested in doing background acting work? I'm currently in charge of casting extras and background, so I've been scouting. Now, it's funny because we're going to make this, hello to whom is ever in. We're going to make this a teachable moment. Now, growing up, I always wanted to be an actress, okay? And the lady who raised me, she got me in some acting classes here in Cleveland, Ohio, at the Cleveland Playhouse. Now, I don't think they do classes there anymore, okay? But they did. This was like in the 70s. I started when I was very small. And I took those classes off and on for years, all the way up into my teenage years, and learned a lot. Okay, Cleveland Playhouse was I don't know if it still is. It probably still is, but it was one of the top theaters, okay, in the country, okay, in the nation. So it has some excellent teachers. They taught us all about the business. They made no bones about it, okay. I was always, everywhere I went back then, I would be, every class and everything she put me in, me and my sibling, we were always one of the few dark spots in the room, okay? So they didn't give a damn if 1 or 2 was in there. They was going to give us the real, okay? And they did. And I learned a lot. And I've done acting off and on for years, okay, ever since, I was young. And the rules pretty much haven't changed. So when I saw it, I laughed. I said, well, of course this is mustard, because you scour my motherfucking YouTube, have watched all my videos, okay, doing as much research as you possibly can. And, name ain't capitalized, nothing. Professionals, who would be bothered with that? No one typically... No, I'm not going to say typically. Now, with the days with internet, I'm not 100% sure, but I seriously doubt it. I'm not talking about some of these agencies that you find online, but they want you to pay, okay, and be a subscriber to, get a subscription, pay this much, and we'll get you, to auditions and all of that kind of stuff. Please. Okay, please. You don't have to do that. Okay, you don't have to pay anything. And while you paying this monthly fee, you may not get anything. You might, but you might not. Okay. It's not how agencies work. They don't send you DMs saying they're scouting for extras and background. What is it? Let me see. What does it say? Background. Background acting work. What is background acting work? What does that mean? Background, I like I said, I've been taking theaters, reputable classes at reputable theaters. Okay, reputable. Okay, like known nationwide. It's one of the top theaters nationwide in the country, and they taught us well. I would go get books, on acting from the library and shit. Guess what? The same shit they taught us in that class, in those classes, was the same shit you found in those books. Some shit just don't change. I don't give a fuck what the technology is. And this person's name is that the lie, it's just really you constantly doing this to people. Taking their pictures, making up names. I don't know if this person in this picture, if it's actually this man's name or not, but you what would that, like, I don't know, would that fall in line with identity theft, impersonating someone? What the fuck is wrong with you? The name here is William Ventura. Okay, and the picture, the guy can't be no more than about maybe 20, 25 years old. An old ass picture. That who knows where she found it? Who knows where you found this fucking picture? Okay. But background acting work. Name not capitalized. Now I know that's your generation. Okay. I'm not putting it down. Generation, technology, the way English is now. People don't say sexual abuse, they're saying SA and all of this kind of, I'll be hearing all of these letters. I'm like, well, what does that stand for? Because, when I was watching YouTube at 5-10 years ago, people were just saying these words. Okay. So, it's a whole new language being developed here. Okay. Not putting it down or whatever, but a name is a noun, and it's a proper noun, not a common noun. Proper nouns are capitalized. Okay. This is something that you learn like in the 3rd grade, 2nd, 3rd grade, bitch. Okay. So right there, I was like, this mustard. Nobody else but mustard. Why would Mr. Ventura, why would you even think that I was interested in this? What is on my Facebook profile that indicates in any way, shape, or form that I'd be interested in acting? What? There's nothing there to indicate that. I haven't really been on that motherfucking profile in God knows how long. Every blue moon I go on there and maybe get a picture, some shit like that. I got my business profile on. I don't even go into it that much. But you know, I have to check periodically because who knows what must have tried to do to it or did to it or anything like that. So every now and then I do check it, or every now and then, you know, I'm looking for something and I get something off of there. But bitch, what Mr. Ventura really mustard puss? You know, with your stank ass, what on there, what on my Facebook? You have to, you know, these things, these, you know, the wickedness that you try to do, you really need to just go a little bit deeper. Deeper. You just show your stupidity day in, day out. Now, I'm not talking about, you know, some of the other shit I'm talking about. I mean, I'm just like, it's a name, bitch. Write this down. When you watch the video, you're probably watching it now because you didn't came in and out a couple times already since I'm on here. Get a pad and a paper, get a pad and pencil out. I am a teacher. Okay. Talk college. Okay. I've been teaching since I was a fucking kid, basically. So get your pad and pen out and write this down. A noun is a person, place, thing, or idea. Those are called common nouns. A person, a place, a thing, or idea. Now, if any of those, you can put a name to it. When you put the name to it, it makes it a proper noun. Okay. And proper nouns are capitalized. So a person, that's their name. Like your name. Mustard, puss. Capital M, capital P. Okay. Place. The United States of America. Proper noun. Those are capitalized. Okay. So write that information down. Okay. This is going to help you. Okay. You want to steal money, you know, and you want to steal people's businesses and intercept their shit and lie about them and who they are and all of this kind of shit. But you don't even know the basics of the English fucking language. You want to get in and all of that kind of shit and send people all kind of emails and fakeries up under motherfuckers' names like myself and God knows who else who have done that shit too. Bitch, at least learn how to do some fucking research, bitch. And quit making an ass of yourself, like I said before, okay? Now, how's that? Okay. So if you want to try to, like that letter I read, okay, when I was in New York, okay, from you and Piss, you and Mr. Piss, with his pissy ass. Okay. At least make the shit, you want to try to send official documentation, make it look official and stuff. Bitch, go back, go take a little, Google, everything is right here on this motherfucker, right here on YouTube. Everything. And since you a YouTube addict, like a lot of people are, you know, YouTube have replaced television. I'm not putting you down for that, bitch. Okay. But at least, bitch, learn these things. Because it's the same shit like what you send me on the app. It's the same shit. It's nobody but you, okay? So, like the lady said, with her mean, evil self, she did teach me some shit. We're going to make this a teachable moment. Proper names are capitalized, okay? Hey, what do you mean, hey? How is this official? What do you mean, hey? That's conversation between friends, buddies, people that are acquainted. Motherfucker, I don't know you. So why would you say hey to me? And I take that seriously. This is what I'm saying. Okay. You don't even have the social skills to understand how shit works. Hey is not something somebody, an official person ain't gonna send you nothing, talk about something. Hey, that's what you and Piss did with that fucking letter that y'all had in my that was in my spam, in my personal email. Okay. Where's the comma after hey? If it's official, where's the comma? And you probably sitting there, what a comma for? Google. It's all, everything is right here. Okay. Would you be interested in doing background acting work? What is background acting work? What does that mean? Background acting work. That's not an official term in the field of acting, theater, being a thespian. There's no such thing. There's no such wording. Background acting work. There's no such wording. None. Doesn't exist. It doesn't exist. Okay. I'm currently in charge of casting extras and background. Currently in charge of casting extras and background. Casting background? What do you mean casting background? What is that? That doesn't exist in the realm of acting and theater. Now, I know for Piss it probably do. Monsters, Frankenstein monsters. That's not real theater. Okay. Let's throw together. Okay. All right. So I've been scouting. There's no period after scouting. Okay. When people send you official documentation, regardless of whether you understand it or not, regardless whether you know it or not, trust me, they had the English language and all the grammar down pat when they send you the documentation. They don't send you half-assed shit. That's not what they do. Okay. They have it all. It's grammatically correct. All the commas are where they're supposed to be. All the periods are where they're supposed to be. And you rarely would find an exclamation point in something official. Are you kidding me? That's a joke. Where's the comma after background? I'm currently in charge of casting extras and background. Currently in charge for who? For what? What are you talking about? Currently in charge for who and for what? What are you, a college kid who's majoring in film? Okay. And it's a college production, I mean, for your class? Is this what you're talking about? There's nothing here. There's nothing here. You don't scout for extras. Okay. Sorry. You don't scout for extras. No such thing. Now, if you are a college student and you looking for people to star, for actors and actresses to be in your film, which I have been in graduate students' films, you hold auditions. And typically, college students can't really afford to pay nobody. So they don't have really too many extras that they scout for. I mean, you need to stop, because every single time you make more and more of an ass of yourself. Now, teachable moment for anybody out there that's interested in acting. I mean, for real. You don't get shit like this. Ain't nobody sending you no shit like that. Okay. And they would at least goddamn tell you what they in charge. What is this, a casting company? Who are you? You have not identified yourself. Why would I respond to something like this? This is empty. This is nothing's here. You haven't stated what you're in charge of, who you in charge of, where you in, nothing. You haven't said anything here. There's nothing here but bullshit and garbage. Okay. So, you want to sign with an agency, a reputable one, not one that's going to tell you, come on up here and sign with us. We got all of these opportunities and whatnot. Oh, but you got to take these classes first and pay us, $500, $600, $700. No, that's not how that works. Okay. A real agency. And bitch, you can keep your black magic witchcraft, bitch. You can keep all that shit that you trying to throw on me right now. Okay. Now, or maybe that's just your evil same shit, bitch, but you can keep that shit. That's yours. I don't want nothing from your motherfucking ass, bitch. So keep it. Okay. Typically with an agency, okay, you can look online for reputable agencies. They will have sometimes they'll have casting calls, okay, where you can go in and audition. Okay. And if they sign you, you don't have to pay them shit. If they sign you, they will contact you for auditions, to go out on auditions. And when you get a job, they will take a percentage. Now, in my day and time, up until the last time I was with an agency, which was probably about my daughter's 18, maybe about 15 years ago, it was steady. From even when I was in my 20s all the way up until I had her, it was 10%. I don't know what it is now. It might be more, but it was 10%. That's how that fucking works. Not nobody sending you no bullshit here like what Mustard sent. Now you said, why was she sitting there? Because I talked about my acting experience and I put up when I was a extra in Forrest Gump. And no, wasn't nobody calling it. We're scouting for extras. That's not how that shit works. And background acting work, what the fuck are you talking about? Now this might be Mustard and one of her posse. One of her little friends that's been knocking at my door for my last few lives. You're just an idiot. But you just assume that everybody's an idiot like you. Now, okay, that's how that shit works. You can go take you some acting classes at a local theater, maybe some local person doing some acting classes in your city, your town, your state. But all that other shit about pay $1,000 for a monthly subscription. And I know some people to get work like that, but how much do you get fucking paid after you done paid them over $1,000 in a few couple months when you can sign up with a reputable agency and don't pay their motherfucking ass a goddamn thing? I guess I was supposed to say yippee, hooray, and jump on it. See, that's how much of it. You don't know anything about me and my back. You don't. But you banking off you do, and you just ran your mouth, like I said before, diarrhea at the motherfucking mouth, bitch. About she this and she, a bunch of lies you made up off the fucking top of your head, or however you do. On some bullshit. Okay. So like the lady said, make every moment a teachable moment, learning moment, whatever the fuck she said. Okay. That's how that works. And I did get some work. I got some work online, on the radio, okay, in the movie, student movies, my own, when I was doing that in college, because my major was film production and my minor was theater. And what they taught me at the Cleveland Playhouse was exactly the same thing I learned when I minored in theater arts. Okay. At a school who had an excellent fine arts school. At a college, 4-year university that had an excellent fine arts school. I don't know what it is now, but I know what it was back then. You're just dumb. And you probably still gonna keep on saying stupid shit because you had one of your little friends do it. Now, I said, well, this ain't nobody but Mustard. Moving on, but let's make this a teachable moment for those who may be actually really interested in acting and in theater. Background acting work. That shit don't exist, bitch. There's no such fucking term. To lay people, yes. to lay people, but not to people who've actually been in the shit, who've actually been in the business, whether from the local to the small, from the smallest to the largest. Because I was signed with one of the top agency in the tri-state area where I'm at. I was. And got work. Don't be trying to send me no dumb shit. Bitch, I've been doing this shit since I was 5 fucking years old. You're just dumb. And I see 2 people in here. One of them, like I said, mustard, because I hope you taking notes, bitch. And probably one of your silly ass friends who don't have a mind of her own. Okay. Because you can hit the thumbs up button, goddamn. But bitch, you gonna stay on it. Now, after that, I'm chilling, minding my own motherfucking business as per usual. Because I don't give a fuck about nobody else's goddamn business. Live your fucking life. Okay. I got fucking real work to do, bitch. Now, how did this go? So I'm working. Okay. And I feel the bitch send the black magic. Okay, here she go again. And then that night, no. Yeah, it was right after. It's typical per usual, the same shit you always do. You sent to, well, I don't know about the other person, but definitely the one who want to call herself an insect ass on my app. When she first came through, I knew that bitch was with you. See, it's a lot of shit that I haven't said. Because who the fuck will call himself an insect ass? Who? But somebody dumb. And that's what you are. And that's what roll with your motherfucking ass. And the question was so motherfucking stupid. I said, okay, so she watched my motherfucking video and wants to pretend like it's her. Bitch, I need more details. I sent you 3, and you watching, sent you 3 motherfucking questions. And you couldn't answer not damn one of them. I'm like, yes, it never happened to me before. I didn't ask you if it happened to you before. My questions are clear. If you want me to give you a reading, you need to answer the motherfucking questions. Here go the 3 motherfucking questions. Answer the 3 motherfucking questions. Well, what I mean is, bitch, I can't go into that area for you. Per app rules. Y'all just be doing stuff. And one of them gone. Per app motherfucking rules. I can't answer that question for your motherfucking ass. Ain't nobody fucking stupid but y'all. But I answer the other motherfucking question for you. I don't have no problem with it. I answer your motherfucking question. It's just the fact that y'all, because y'all stupid, you think everybody else is stupid. Because y'all can't go somewhere and sit down and mind your own motherfucking business. You know? Like I'm doing. Actually working, and you're paying me, and I sure appreciate it, because that money helped me. It hit me right over the limit for what I needed. I got them buying. I bought some a little stepper. It's this lady on YouTube. Y'all gotta check her out. she does a mini stepper. I said I want that shit. Okay, so I needed just a couple more dollars. And bitch, you put me right over the limit of what I need. I said, boom, there it is. Thank you. And went and bought that motherfucking stuff. I sure appreciate it, bitch, because I done put on some pounds. But the thing about it is, it's kind of cute to me. You know, I was always one of people think I'm fat. You know, and my sibling, he said to me one time, he said, did I do that to you? And I was like, well, what you mean? You know, because he was always calling me fat when we was kids. And I said, oh, we was kids. And he apologized for that. He something that he had a heart sometime, okay, when his mother's black magic witchcraft wasn't scrambling his fucking brains. Like what she was doing to me, because nigga, if you watching, she did the same motherfucking thing to your ass. Okay. But any goddamn way, so I was like, man, I'm getting the kind of, that middle-aged chunk of lung. But bitch, I got curves in places I never had before. I'm like, this kind of cute. Just want to tighten it up a little bit, okay? So, insect ass, thank you. You took me right over the limit for what I needed to pay for that mini stepper. You can find it on where I got at Walmart with Sunny brand, because I looked it up and a lot of people said that was an excellent brand. Okay, because some of them were saying they was weak, they would fall apart, but everybody who said they liked it and it was working good for them, they said it was the Sunny brand. So I appreciate that. Thank you. Okay, but goddamn, bitch, don't be like the other bitch. And you come asking me, well, what's the? You done asked me about the relationship. It looked good. It looked like it's a go. See, she don't want you to have that. Okay, just like the other says, what's for 2024? Not a goddamn thing. Nothing for 2024, and you don't have to worry no more for the year. Okay, don't let that be your thing that you got going on with your dude. And when I saw the name insect ass, but she didn't say insect ass. I ain't gonna put her handle out there, okay? But I laughed. I said, this ain't nobody. This one a mustard friend. I guess the insect ass name is supposed to hurt my feelings to make me feel a certain way. Bitch, you the one calling yourself that. I mean, you trying to get at me and whatnot. I don't give a fuck. That's your handle. That's what you're calling yourself. Who wants to call himself an ass where shit flows out of? I mean, for dump, it's a dump. Shit flows up out of there. Okay. You think it's cute. You think it's funny. That's you. But you done had some really nice readings. But you keep hanging out with mustard, you won't. So then, I go to bed. And I said, I heard the motherfuckers doing their ritual and their black magic witchcraft on me and everything. And I saw the shit. And I laughed. I said, this is just like... The lady who raised me, bitch, she must have taught your motherfucking ass well, mustard. Because I was like, this is the same shit she would do. This is the same shit she would do. This is the same shit that I would experience with this motherfucker. With her motherfucking ass. For 40 some odd years. And didn't know what the fuck. Same shit. So, bitch, I guess she done taught your ass well, bitch. Okay. You sent the dream about the hair, my hair falling out. And I remember thinking in the dream, well, shit, I just cut the shit off. I just go bald. Shit. You know how many times I've been bald in my life? Practically. Same shit. About 3 of y'all. You, mustard, insect ass, and whoever else. Same shit. Same shit. I said, this is her. This her black magic witchcraft. I know her black magic witchcraft. I could go into detail about her black magic witchcraft. And the shit I would experience at night. I don't give a fuck if she worked at night or not. She said she was going to work. I don't know where the fuck she was going. She was going to work out right. Sometimes during the day. I know her shit well. I know her fingerprints and her handprints. But bitch, I know that wasn't her last night. That was your motherfucking ass. I don't know if she's dead or alive. Goddamn. I don't know. It's not really a concern of mine. I don't care. But one thing I do know, bitch. I know what she looked like. What she looked like. And I know what she looks. What last time I saw her ended up looking like. And I have the picture of what she ended up looking like. And I kept that picture. And I keep that picture. And I have shown people who don't know her from fucking Adam what she looked like and what she ended up looking like. And they all jump back like, whoa. The fuck happened? What's wrong with her? What happened to her? She looked like a demon. Something eating her. Now, bitch, I still have your motherfucking ugly ass passport picture. I'm not gonna post your shit. But I see why you was talking about my teeth. That whole, like I said, I screenshot that motherfucking whole profile that motherfucker put up. And every smile of yours was... I said, oh, that's why she made that video about my teeth. People do that typically when they refuse to show their teeth when they smile. Or knew a guy I grew up with. Very, very insecure about the way he looked. Whenever he talked, whenever he laughed. I said, that's why that bitch talked about my teeth. Either her teeth fucked up or she don't like her smile or something. But I'm going to tell you one thing about the wise. And that bitch ain't off the hook for what she did. But I had a relationship with her. Somebody knocked one of that girl's tooth, knocked her tooth right out. I think either this side, but it was either it her or this, something like that. That bitch didn't give a fuck. She smiled from ear to ear. Happy, let everybody see. And she told me, I ain't never asked her about it. She told me. She said, people always talking about, my tooth is gone. Why don't I get my teeth fixed? I ain't trying to hide it. She said, this is part of my story. This is who I am. I liked her confidence. I said, oh, I see. I see what that was really all about. A jealous bitch. Well, we knew that. But there's something wrong with your fucking mouth and your teeth. But that's your issue, not mine. Yours to deal with. I like the wise. You could really learn from the wise. I ain't talking about that evil shit. I'm talking about her, who she really is, who been stamped out because of motherfuckers who done did her dirty in any old kind of motherfucking way. Bitch smiled from ear to fucking ear. And you always saw that. Motherfucker knocked my tooth out. And I ain't embarrassed. I ain't shamed. I love who I am. It's a beautiful thing. She ain't talk about nobody like they putting people down. No. And she ain't put nobody down to lift herself up. Sun follow me wherever I go. What the bitch said. Not, it don't shine on that motherfucker. No, the sun follow me wherever the fuck I go. So any goddamn way, bitch. But, talking about her picture to show you where you fucking headed, bitch. But you really don't look too much off. Your true picture didn't look too much off from that one of where she ended up. She was a beautiful woman. And like I said it before, not a physically beautiful woman. I don't mean like that, but she was doing her shit. Or maybe I just couldn't fucking see. Because all of the black magic she was doing on my motherfucking ass from day motherfucking one when she got me. When they put me in her motherfucking arms and said, here, this your mama. When she wasn't. So from what she went, and I have shown people, and they all jumped back. Like, what the fuck is that? That's how I looked when I saw the picture that I took. Took of somebody else. She was in the background. So, bitch, you could black magic witchcraft till the cows motherfucking come home. It don't make me no motherfucking difference, bitch. The in the dream with the hair, me burning out my hair and all of that kind of. You can do all of that shit, bitch. But I know that bitch is black magic witchcraft. Well, I know what the fuck she does. And I was like, oh shit, she done taught. So if you can learn from her, then you can learn. Go on Google and take you some English classes. So you can quit sending the bullshit. But I don't mean use it for bad. You know, that's what you need. Stop doing that shit, whatever. Goddamn. You just dumb. Okay. But anyway. Okay. So I sent my thank yous to y'all. Thank you, bitch, for the dream of me cussing my sibling out. And that old beast creature I grew up with that was in the dream. I don't know if that was dream information. I don't know what the hell. I just, whatever y'all potions and magic and all of that shit is you do. Goddamn, I needed to cuss his ass off. That was on the to-do list. Okay. And then insect ass, you sending me the money so I could buy my mini stepper. Thank you. Okay. And bitch, you just a fucking wreck. You just a wreck. Okay. But I was thinking about this song right before I came on. I posted a song on Sunday. It was one of my favorite songs growing up. I went to Cleveland Church of Christ. So back then in the 80s, man, listen. Church was just, this is my grandmother's church. Church was just every Sunday. It was an event. We had a good time. I mean, and that's another thing. It's like, that's the church that Steve Harvey went to. So I knew his sister very well. And she was an usher. I don't want to say her name on here, but she was an usher. And she used to make me homemade rolls. Oh my God. They were so fucking good. And I didn't know that was her, I didn't know that was her brother, and then my grandmother kept telling me about her brother, who was famous and all of this. And I was like, who, and she just, for some reason I couldn't make the connection. But then when I finally made the connection, I went to her and I said, that's your brother. She was like, yeah, So when I saw that movie, what's that movie? Kings of Comedy or whatever. And he names these church people. Okay. I was like, I know those people, and my sibling was like, well, he said he just made that up. I was like, he could say that if he wants to, but I could point out each one of those people. I could point them out to you. Okay. I don't know if what he was saying about was true. I wouldn't doubt it, but I know those people. Okay. But anyway, one song they used to sing was, and so sometimes, I'm not here promoting Christianity or anything. I mean, I grew up in church, and I used to love going to church, okay? Well, I love going to my grandmother's church, okay, when I got older, and the choir was just all that, So sometimes on Sundays, and not just on Sundays, some of these gospel songs come to me, and it just feels so good. But one song that what they used to do at her church, it was apostolic. So they didn't really... They were a little different in their whole born again thing, when you got baptized, that was being, I guess you could say, they wouldn't have used the word initiated, okay, but I guess you could say initiated to the body of Christ. So they would have baptism every Sunday. And they would, people, after the church, at the end of church, they had an altar call and people go up to get baptized. So they would do it in the basement. They had pool in the basement, that was built in. And they would sing, Take Me to the Water. And I was just, as I was getting ready to come on here, I thought about that song. So I'm going to sing it for you. Take me to the water. Take me to the water. Take me to the water. To be baptized. Then they say, now they say in the name of Jesus, and I know how we feel about that, but I'm just going to sing it like we sang it back then. In the name of Jesus, in the name of Jesus, in the name of Jesus, to be baptized, none but the righteous, none but the righteous, none but the righteous shall see God. In the name of Jesus, in the name of Jesus, in the name of Jesus, to be baptized, none but the righteous, none but the righteous, none but the righteous shall see God. So take me to the water, take me to the water, take me to the water, to be baptized. I just love it because it's like Sunday morning service, like they had, like I always say, a slew of choirs. Okay, I done talked about it. I will talk about it till, I mean, I have, it's like, I find out, I'm 49, I find out that this woman who raised me is not my mother, okay? Now, I did a reading for Puss one time, okay, Mustard. And it came to me that this woman was not her mother. And I had a vision. And I kept seeing someone holding a baby. And I kept saying, that's me. And I said, maybe that's her, but I was like, no, that's me. It kept coming to me, that's you. And bitch, I got the text, bitch. So don't even try it, which is stank ass. And I was like, well, I don't know what that is. And I kept trying to open the vision because what I saw a nurse holding an infant. And I was like, that's me, But it wasn't in a typical hospital room. And I'm not going to get too off into that. But and I remember it was a big, huge, like round window from the floor up. And it was rounded at the top. And I'm looking out. You could see it looked like a big city. Okay. But I wasn't really focused on that. But the nurse who was holding me, she was devastated by what was happening. So I kept trying to open the vision, but I couldn't open it, And I had this vision for months. I tried to open the vision to see the woman I thought was my birth mother who raised me, but it wouldn't open. I had this vision for months, even after Mustard decided she was going to backstab me and all of that kind of stuff. I kept having the vision. Well, nevertheless, boom, boom, boom. Okay, I'm not going to get all into it. So there were many days when I found out the truth that I was like, damn, I wish it was the woman who had me. Thank you for the one thumbs up. The woman who had me could have raised me, And, like I said, people ask me, well, how did you feel when I found I was glad because I knew something wasn't right up in that motherfucker. Okay. But anyway, but at the same time, it was like, man, I wish the lady who gave birth to me could have raised me. And, she couldn't, for, this is a whole nother, I'm not getting off into that, but I have so many memories, of course, growing up, and it was like, man, I wish my life probably would have been better, blah, 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 all that kind of thing, But I'm just like a firm believer. God knows what God is doing. Okay, God knows what God is doing. Okay, what may have seemed like it would have been better may not have been. You know what I mean? And there's so many factors that you don't know. And I just have so many wonderful, wonderful memories, and that's one of them. Going to church with my grandmother, Cleveland Church of Christ. And the funny thing about it is, like on Sunday morning, I mean, they be popping, okay? Church would be all the way live. Don't let it be Easter Sunday. I mean, like that church was already, it was a big church, I feel like for that time period, it was a big church, the downstairs, the balcony and all that. And then on Easter, man, listen, you better get your ass there like during Sunday school and get your fucking seat, okay? Because it was just packed out, okay? They would have to, take it to the basement and stuff like that, And I was one person, which is me and my grandmother ushered. So, it was just me, but still, I had to make sure I got in there, at a decent hour to get my seat. But man, they be popping on Sunday, the choirs, even the children's choir was all that, you know what I'm saying? And then here it is, after church, when they would have the baptism, it's like it took you back to the days of old, and I really like that. I really, at the time I didn't appreciate it. I mean, I was a teenager, I just like the all the the flair and the flash, and the choir and all of that, and everybody, dressed to the nines and whatnot, of what I was experiencing upstairs during the service. And then afterwards, I did feel like, I was like, it's all old, you know what I'm saying? Because everybody, of course, in the church didn't go down there. Just the people who were getting baptized, of course, they put them, took off their clothes and put them in the white garment or whatever, had the pool filled up, and they went old school, And I was just, that song came to me before I started. So I'm going to sing it one more time. I hope y'all don't mind. Thank you for the second thumbs up. Okay. Take me to the water. Take me to the water. Take me to the water to be baptized. In the name of Jesus, in the name of Jesus, in the name of Jesus, to be baptized, none but the righteous. None but the righteous, none but the righteous shall see God. I started off a little too high for that second round, but it's just like, it just takes you back to our culture as a people. I feel, to those, to those old days, those old times, when it really wasn't about the pomp and the circumstance and the flash of it all, and I feel like when I hear it, it's just like, kind of like, what do they call them? I don't know if that is considered a spiritual. I don't think so, it just takes you to, our cultural heritage, and thinking about when our people, Black people were, what do we have? We had us. We had our community. This is what we had, and taking the forced religion, that was forced upon us, although you do have the Ethiopian Coptic Church, which is Christian, okay? But taking but that's Ethiopia, I mean, Africa's a whole huge continent, but taking what was forced upon us, you know what I'm saying, and mixing it with who we were as a people, that stuff we had to hide, you know what I'm saying? But you could just hear it in the music itself, not so much the words, but the power of the music in and of itself, the vocals, of the people and singing it from their heart, for whatever it is that was empowering them. You understand? Okay, sure, maybe for some of the suffering, that they were going through, that they were enduring, they weren't the only people suffering, in this motherfucking land here, okay, called the United States of America, okay, but the suffering they were going through, but also, even if not the suffering, just the heritage, the culture of who we are. You can hear it in those old songs, in those old, songs in the church. I love the movie Gangs of New York. Love it. Love. Now, one time I was watching, it was about the second, third time I was watching, I was like, this is violent than a motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? It's like, ew, kind of got eerie for a second because it's so extremely violent. But there is one scene where who was it? Leonardo DiCaprio, I think, was with in the barn or whatever with his woman or the girl. I don't remember what their relationship was, but it was at night and he was looking over across the water and they showed the black people, the Africans or the the people, the black people that time who were practicing their spirituality at night. You know, when they say they had to go underground and do it, and it was that quick. I mean, you could have seen it watching the movie, especially if you didn't know anything about it, you probably wouldn't have known what you were looking at. But it was so quick, because they were showing the different races, what was it, Irish and English, okay, and whoever else, okay, settling the area, and then you saw, that clip of the black people across the water practicing their spirituality, underground. I just love that scene. I think it's real powerful. Of course, there was no talk about it or anything like that. But anyway, so that's why sometimes I just love gospel songs. I love, I ain't too up on some of the gospel today, but I don't know none of it, to be honest with you. I really don't care for it too much, but those gospel choirs, and then let the lady who raised me tell it, she was even remembers the days of before they, were doing choirs, and, choirs were not that big of a thing, but I still, it's just a heritage. You could just hear it in the music. You can hear it in the vocals. You can hear it, and you can hear it being sung from the heart, not for performance, because again, that was not, that was a sacred, all of it was sacred, supposed to be sacred, but that was definitely a sacred time for the person, being baptized, because again, that for them from that tradition, it was Church of our Lord Jesus Christ. That is when they would be accepted, or I guess you could say, like I said, they wouldn't use the word initiated, but initiated into the fold, into the body of Christ, so I don't know, it just came over me right before I came on, and I was thinking about that song, and I just think I love it, But anyway, we're going to do a reading tonight. I don't know what about. Thank y'all for hanging in. Oh. Okay, I'm going to read Proverbs real quick. I totally forgot. Okay. Okay, this is from one of my girls here in Cleveland. Women, let me see what she say. She said, hey, watching your live, ain't no way to comment. I know, I got it. I got it turned off because of mustard. Okay, I don't need her crazy bullshit. Okay. You singing Take Me to the Water. I've been thinking of church lately, and just what you said, that part about how it used to be. I had another set of children, they're 7 and 10, and sometimes I want to take them, but I'm not connected to any church. My folk gone. Love how you integrate info. Thank you so much. And you know what? I get what you're saying, is because like I wanted to take my daughter to church, and I tried for well, she was real small. She used to go with the lady who raised me and stuff, but it's just like I would try. It was just like it just wasn't the same. I felt like the spirit that was there, and I feel like no matter what we may know intellectually, it's like one thing I could teach my class on religious studies, because that's one of the first things I would tell people when I would open my class up first day of class when I was teaching in colleges, religious studies and comparative world religion. If you think for any, that this class is going to be support anything that you learn in your faith-based temple or church, it is not, baby. As a matter of fact, you're going to hear things that go against it, honestly, because we're not talking from a faith. This is an academic setting. This is not a faith-based setting. Okay. Two totally different things. And I mean, I would have something. I had one guy, he was the church elder. Okay. He couldn't take it, and he told me, what did he tell us? Somebody, the Holy Spirit told him not to take. Well, did he took the first class. He took Introduction to Religious Studies, and then he tried to take the Comparative Religion class, and he couldn't hang. And I said, well, then you just have to do what you feel the Holy Spirit told you to do. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to make fun of you or talk about you and your faith and what you believe or anything like that. You know what I'm saying? Do what you need to do. So I feel like I know what we know intellectually, you know what I'm saying, and academically. So when it comes down to religion, well, I ain't gonna say all religion, because no, we don't. Okay, because people, I have a tendency when I listen to people, it's just like, you're not talking about religion, you're talking about a religion, you're talking about Christianity. So, but I feel like, I understand that, but I also know, like, well, that's one thing, and I did do it in my series when I first opened the channel, when you're talking about, religion, and we went over the I can't remember how many it is, but the various things that make up religion. And one thing was, it was something, and under that caption was about, my book is in there somewhere, experience. You know what I'm saying? It's like, no matter what, you can tell a person intellectually, academically, historically, no matter what, it can go against all of this, and they've been proven and blah, blah, this, that, and the other. But if they have had an experience, where they feel like their life has changed, okay, my life has changed. I mean, and you hear these things in church, and I'm just using church for an example. And I'm sure in other some of the other religions as well, you hear it. People will tell you, I was this, I was that, I was whatever. I gave my life to, Christ, and my life just changed like overnight. Some people, they tell some people, it may have taken them a little bit longer. Some people, it was immediate. They had these experiences, these life-changing experiences, and we can go into, it's the mind, the power of the mind, not the actual deity or the figure, okay, that may have been proven to not exist. You know what I'm saying? But that's the thing, is like, like I had a student ask me, he was asking me something about, well, I can't remember, but some black man that the police had shot and killed, blah, blah. He was asking my opinion about it. But the more we talked, we got into the whole thing about Jesus, because he asked me about that. And I've been asked this a couple of times by different people, do you believe there's power in the name of Jesus? And I'm like, of course I believe there's power in the name of Jesus. Why do I believe that? Is it the name in and of itself, or is it the people that have given the name power? If you believe calling, just like they tell you, your mind, the power of the mind. If the mind believes that the name of Jesus has power, they can call on that name, okay? And, things happen. Okay, or do things in that name, and things happen. If you believe in that the blood of Jesus is powerful, I'm not saying it is or it isn't, but if you believe it, the mind believes it, you can, plead, as we grew up learning in church, plead the blood of Jesus, and things will happen. I've seen it from myself personally, when I was younger, in those places. So yes, of course I do. People give it the power. I mean, the Matrix shit, they showed us. What did Lawrence Fishburne tell Neo? What was the machines doing to the people? He showed them the Duracell battery. The power, the power source. Like, I was listening to one sister the other day. I didn't get to finish her video. Listen. Sister, I don't know if you watch, goddamn. I shared a couple of your videos, maybe like twice. I love your fucking channel. Okay, I love your videos, okay? And you put out like 2-hour videos, and I was like, bet. I saw it. I saw one yesterday, and I saw one this morning, 2 hours. I was like, bet, it's on. I love, love, love your word. I mean, like, I'm like, this woman right here, if it was another day and another time, like maybe like in the 80s or something like that, I'm like, she would have been a preacher. You just bring the word. I love your readings. But anyway, and it's so funny how, I don't even remember how I came across her channel. It just kind of like showed up one day on my feed, and the title just struck me. I was like, I never heard of her before. And I listened. I immediately said, sub. I love your channel if you watch. But anyway, so like I heard her say, some of the things she was talking about, she said electricity. I mean, we know it's already been proven. The electrical current runs through us. We're the power source. So it's not in the name in and of itself. It's us. We give it the power. Or like, and then you have how many people on earth calling that name? Believing that if they give their life to that name, to that deity, to that, okay, you say ascended master or whatever, whether I got my Bible open, whether that person existed or not, for real existed or not, because honestly, it's questionable if any of the founders of these religions existed. Okay, historically, or historically, many of them, it can't be proven that any of them existed, but, you know, and then you have how many people saying that name? Hell yeah, it's power in it. Not because this is just the power and he's God and nothing. No, because the people believe it and the human beings give it power, and therefore just and God said, and it was. We are co-creators, and you say, and it is a power of manifestation, etc., so on and so forth. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, but I see what you're saying. It's like, and so it's like, for me, I guess, growing up during that time period, it was like the energy that you could say spirit, like I was talking about in the Kabbalion when they was talking about the all, what is it really? They say in spirit, the spirit or the energy, is completely different. It's like for me, from experiencing it then to now, it's like it's empty. It's like anything goes, and yeah, you can call me old fogey, you call me whatever the fuck you want, cause I don't really care, you know what I'm saying? But I came up in a different time where, yeah, how you dress, you dress a certain way for different times and different occasions. You dressed a certain way for work. And I was just thinking, like, some of the schools I work in, a lot of them, I ain't, saying one in particular. I'm just saying that, I've worked in a lot of different districts. It doesn't matter how the staff dress. But then I think about it, I said, just think about how the staff used to dress, like, maybe when you was a teenager, and the energy that is set off in the building just as a result of that. You know how it is when you dress up and you look a certain way and you look nice and people looking at you from head to toe. You set off a different kind of energy than if you just throw on your t-shirt and some jeans and your kicks and go on to wherever you're going. It's different. You understand what I'm saying? People look at people with money and they suit and booty and got on nice suit. It's a different energy that's thrown out that they're emitting to the world, So yeah, for me, it's like, it wasn't no thing. You could go to church looking, any old kind of way, and as a young person, growing up, we used to love, you get a certain age, after about 14, you start wearing certain kind of dresses, more stylish, more, and you getting older and everything, hair done, you took pride in that, how you looked. It wasn't all about that, but you took pride in how you looked, how you went in there on Sunday morning. I look good. You understand? And what's wrong with that? You go to the club, you want to look good. You go to work, you want to look good. You want to be able to say you look good to what's important to you. So what's wrong with that? It ain't supposed to be about that. Why ain't it supposed to be about that? It's about that for your job. Ain't nobody saying about spending a certain amount of money. Ain't nobody saying that. It's about that for your job. It's about that if you kicking it at the bar, going to the club with your friends or whatever. It's about that any other time. So why can't it be about that in that place? And not to the place where, we're not talking about, I didn't well, I ain't gonna say it didn't happen. Shit, I didn't see it. People being laughed at. Me. I'm talking about adults, teenagers, and kids gonna do what the fuck they gonna do anywhere they are. Okay, but being laughed at. Oh, her skirt ain't from Macy's. It's from Silverman's. Well, a little local store. Like I guess Roses, if y'all have one of those. So no, it wasn't about that. You look nice. You feel good, and a lot of times people felt good. Getting dressed up on Sunday morning. I know I used to love it. I used to love putting on my pantyhose, goddamn, okay, and my slips, okay, and my nice pretty dress, okay, my hair done, okay, made sure my hair was done, because I came up in time, we people didn't wear braids and all of that kind of thing. I mean, occasionally, but not like we do now, but it was like, you got your hair done, we rolled our hair at night, oiled that scalp, you understand what I'm saying? And I mean, I went to an all-girls school, and hey, we still came in there looking good, because it was the thing is to take pride in how you looked, how you carried yourself, what you put out to the world, walking around in pajamas. I was at one school one day you know, high school, when I'm walking behind the girl, she's straight up in her pajamas from head to fucking toe. I mean, head to goddamn toe. You know, with the pink, you know, cap on. You know, I'm not a head wrap. These are not head wraps. These are sleep caps. Okay, the pajama pants, the house shoes, the whole nine. And I looked up, I was like, well, I'm just glad I'm not a teenager today. I'm glad I came up in the time where I came up. Okay, because how's that a fucking style? That's called pajamas that you wear in the fucking house. Okay, you know, whatever. You understand what I'm saying? You know, the most, you know, mom had to worry about back then was, did you iron your fucking clothes? Okay, that's what she was fussing about. She wasn't fussing about, worried about whether you, she wasn't fussing about, well, worried about whether you, you know, was wearing your pajamas. Got it. And fucking house shoes. The fuck is that? What is that? I'm sorry, that's garbage. And like I did a video when I first started this channel, what the man say on Project One Way, the slobification of America. He's right. He's right. You can't even go buy a nice pair of slacks with a lining in them. You know, slacks, and they cut straight down on both sides, and you go to get them. First of all, they don't have a fucking lining in them, and then they undercut the ass. They cut in a diagonal so that when you put them on, they grab your ass. That looks sloppy and gross to me. Okay, what happened? Why can't clothes have? Because the people don't want them. You know, whatever goes. You know, it's okay for your ass to be. You don't need to see all my ass and all my cellulite. No, and it's just not a nice sleek look. You know, these was clothes for everybody. It didn't matter what size you were. You know what I'm saying? The clothes was made to lay on you nicely or slip. You know, I went through a stage where, you know, I grew up on whole slips. Okay, kid. Then I discovered half slips and got fussed at. Okay. But she, you know, conceded, okay, you can wear them. Okay. And then I discovered, well, if you got lining in it, why need to wear a slip? You still need to wear a slip. Okay. But sometimes, you know, when I got a little bit older, my teenage years, I wouldn't wear a slip because the skirt got a lining in it. You know, what I need you know what I'm saying? And then, you know, I saw other women now wearing slips, so I stopped wearing them. Okay, now I'm talking about when I was grown and out the house. Okay. I don't know about, we're grown over 18. You know what I'm saying? Maybe college age or something like that, you know. And now, and when the older I got, you know, and I would look, I'd be like, God damn, you know. And it's like, you know, a slip and pantyhose cover a multitude of sins. Okay, it's not so much necessarily the size. You know, the human body. Okay, it's gonna get some dimples in it. Okay, you're gonna get some cellulite. That's just what it do. You know, you can be thin and have some of that. That's not a bad thing. That's just the human body. Okay, fat deposits and whatnot, you know, especially you're a woman, you done had some children, whatnot, and you get your womanly shape, you ain't a kid no more, you ain't in your 20s and 30s no more, you in middle age, you know, and maybe in your 30s, okay, definitely over 35, and you getting, you know, you getting that woman shape and shit, you understand what I'm saying? And then, I'm talking about my time, okay, and, you know, so you're gonna get it, that's not the problem, you know, it's not a problem at all. You know what I'm saying? But goddamn, you know, a slip, you know, pantyhose. You know, I remember, I went looking for some pantyhose. You know, because like I grew up in church. So, you know, got to get ready for church. I don't have no pantyhose. Let me go buy some pantyhose. You can go to the department store, you know, a department store. Okay? Like, Macy's, Dillard's, whatever. They got the whole pantyhose section. They got this kind and that kind, this kind, that kind, any kind. Okay. Now, I ain't gonna lie. When I was my teenage years, my uncle owned a beauty salon. Lady who raised me, her brother, and he had the little store, so he had brown sugar. Okay, you know, brown sugar was them pantyhose for $1, $2, $1.99. Okay, so I was gonna get those. Okay. But sometimes if I got the wrong size, they would run at my ankle, which I hated that, you know, and there was no fixing it. But, you know, and I remember, I don't know what I was looking for some pantyhose, but I couldn't hardly find none. I'm like, what the fuck? Ain't no pantyhose? People don't wear pantyhose no more, you know, or like looking for a slip, you know. And I remember it was one point where you couldn't find no slips hardly. When the lady was like, well, I got a catalog, some old school catalog where you could order some, you know. And then they start making them again, but they got all that stretch in them. I don't need my clothes hugging all of my ass. What's wrong with a slip without the stretch? You understand what I'm saying? I don't want that. Clothes tight on my body and hugging, you know, and rolling up, you know, and hugging my. I don't like all that. I remember when they started making jeans, putting a stretch in them, you know, and I was definitely grown, and I hated it. My friend Denise, because we were in college, we were out of college when we were talking about it, and we were talking about. I was telling her I hate these jeans. I hate them. I don't like, why is all this stretch in these jeans? It hugs on my thighs and hugs on my legs. I don't like it. You know, I'm used to it now. You know what I'm saying? Because it got to a point where what was it? Who had the regular jeans for a while? I think it was Levi's. Well, you know, Levi's started doing it. You know, for a long time, Levi's just had, or one of them, I think it was Levi's, but now Levi's does it. Okay, well, fine. You know, I'm older. I'm used to it, but I don't want my slip tight on my body. You know, the slip hang. Let the slip hang loose and free. The pantyhose holding you in a certain kind of way. The slip hang loose and free, and you put your garment on with a lining, and it is a nice, smooth. It lays nice and smooth. You understand what I'm saying? You know, and that's just why it looks nice. You know, it looks sleek. You know, so some of these things that they're buying, you know, to these what you call them things with all of this stretching and for undergarments, it ain't nothing but ain't nothing but a girdle, goddamn. You understand what I'm saying? It's a girdle in pantyhose form or this form or that form. But what you're trying to achieve, folks was achieving that with pantyhose and a slip that hang, a loose slip, not a grip your ass slip. You know what I'm saying? But nevertheless, you know. So I'm going off all in all this. I'm just saying, you know, the energy of it and the spirit of it is just not the same, you know. And I'm just like, you know, I could, nah, you know, you like to go in the house, you know. I'm talking about your church house, you know what I'm saying? You like to go in the house and the energy be different than what you're dealing with and facing with outside. Some people like my dad. My dad is no Christian by any stretch of the imagination. My dad is what we call spiritual. My dad's been on this spiritual thing, man. I'm 51. Me and him started talking about when I was in my 20s. Okay. So 30 plus years. And honestly, he probably had been in it long before that, before me and him started talking about it, which he had, you know. And some of the same things I see, you know, and hear on, you know, in the spiritual community, all that. My dad used to talk to me about these things, okay? But he would go to church. And I'd be like, Dad, you believe it? He was like, no, baby, I don't believe it. You know, because, you know, when I talk about my great-grandfather, it was my dad's grandfather. And I'm like, well, why do you go to church? And he was like, because, you know, it's a community. It's a community, and I like the community. You know, I don't mind the sermon. You know, some of the sermons is real good. You know, I get to meet people in a different setting, a different community. He taught some classes, you know, on economics and money and whatnot, because that was his thing, you know, and whatnot. He's saying I like the energy of it. I like the culture of it. But as far as the belief system, no, I don't know what they called it back then. If he said I'm spiritual back then, I don't remember him saying that, but he might have. But it was the same thing. I mean, it ain't nothing new under the sun. It's been around forever. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like sometimes it's just like I like the culture of it. I like the feeling of it. I don't want to go in there and feel like, you know, I'm just any old everywhere else. Why? You know what I'm saying? Why? You know, I know. You know, I feel like for me, and it's got to be some differentiations, you know, somewhere. You know what I mean? You go to work, it feel like this. You go home, it feel like this. You go to church, it feel like this. You go to school, it feel like this. You know, wherever. You know what I'm saying? You meet different people, different backgrounds, different places in all of these spaces and places, you know. But hey, you know what I'm saying? But, you know, and it's just, you know, let me see. I think I read chapter Oh, I read chapter 9 too. Okay. Okay, so it's like an hour and 19. Let me see. Yeah, I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna wait because I didn't mean to go this long, you know. And actually, okay, but I feel like do a reading. Do a reading. Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and do the reading, but I'm gonna wait on this for another time. But yeah, yeah, you know, Cleveland Church, boy. See. Okay, I loved it. And one of the ladies that used to go there, she's a teacher, so I see her sometimes when I sub, and she was kind of close, you know, with my grandmother and whatnot. You know, my grandmother would hold dinners and have dinners and whatnot at the house, and she would come. When I was like a teenager, she was a college student. She was a college student, and she worked at one of the schools. And I don't remember she wasn't a teacher because she just told me she just got a teacher certificate. I don't know what she did there, but one of the schools went to Kings Island, and she was like, "You want a chaperone?" I think I was probably like 18. I was 18, but I was out of school. I had graduated from high school. I graduated from high school and did my first year at community college here in the city. And I was like, I'm the same age as them. She was like, it was just her way of getting me to go, you know, them letting me go. So we had fun. Her name was Robin. And then we had some good times in that building. Good times. Good times. All right, let's see what we get here. I don't know what this is about, but we're going to see what we got. All right. Yeah, maybe I'll open up comments one day, you know, but see, somebody like her, she like to try to be slick. You know what I'm saying? With all her silly ass messages and all her stalking and shit. And I don't want to be bothered with her bullshit. With her crazy ass. Because she sent me shit all day long. She sent me messages and apps all day goddamn long and to my app and DM and all of that. And then Black Magic Witchcraft and all of that. You ain't gonna never be mid madam and all that kind of shit. Bitch, don't nobody want to be bothered with your motherfucking ass. You know what I'm saying? You know, I said she's sitting there waiting. Sitting there waiting, sucking her thumb through talking about where's mommy. Bitch, I'll be on when I get on, bitch. About to shit in her fucking diaper. Goddamn. All right. But all right, let's see what we get. Let me see how many more shuffles we should do. Okay. All right, so let's see what we get with the Dust to Onyx Tarot deck. Okay, we have the Moon card, Awakened. Ten of Staffs, Awakened. Eight of Coins, Awakened. Okay. Ace of Blades, Dormant. Six of, what is that, Gourds? Yeah, Six of Gourds, Awaken. I was watching this video. What was it? Maybe today, early today. I can't remember, but it was this guy. I mean, I didn't get to really like fully absorb it because I was busy. But he was talking about in manifestation, but he was talking about it from a kind of a different kind of a perspective, something I had never heard before. But one thing he said in it was this part stuck out to me. I want to watch it again to absorb the whole video. But one part that stuck out to me, he was like, you know, you might go out with a friend out to eat, and you know, you may get a meal that is great to you. You love it. It's good, but it's nasty to that person. Okay. And he used that example 2 times. Something that is really wonderful for you, it may not be wonderful for that person, or they may not like it, but you love it or whatever. And he was saying it's not that one is right and one is wrong. It was like, it's your reality. So in your reality, it's good, it's great. Whereas in this other person's reality, it's not. You understand? But that's your reality, you know? And I just like the way he said that about your reality. It's your reality, you know, and that your reality does not necessarily have to be the reality for everyone, because it's not going to, because your reality says that that meal is good, whereas that other person's reality says it's not good. You know what I'm saying? And I just, that just spoke to me about some things about, I remember I was listening to Panic Talk, and he was talking about how he was having a conversation with Bobby Hemmett, and he said that, I don't know, something about he ate a Chinese meal or something and it made him sick, and he was like, oh man, you ought not eat that, better than eat that, blah blah blah, this that up. And then he said he had the Chinese meal again, or he was using this as an example. I can't remember if it actually happened or was an example. And he, somebody, oh man, it was good. Oh yeah, man. Bobby was like, yeah, it's good, it's good. Same place now, same meals. Oh yeah, man, it's real good, it's real good. And then he said, he could eat it and then throw up. He said, oh man, that's because your body was clean and now you had detox. So he was saying, he was like, he couldn't figure out. He was like, how you saying all these different things about the same thing, right? About the same meal. And he was like, he felt that basically what he was saying was, I don't know if Bobby him actually said this the way Panic worded it, but that, you make you always right. You understand what I'm saying? Make yourself always right. So I remember that when I was listening to this video, when the guy was saying, the meal may be nasty to somebody else, but it's delicious to you. That's your reality. It's not about right or wrong, that you're right and that person is wrong. No, for you, it's right. It's good. You know what I'm saying? For that person, they're right too. It's not good. They don't like it in their reality. And it just made me think about some things, how we question so many things. Now, in one perspective, I am a believer in question all things. Okay. But that's different than what I'm trying to say. I just feel like it just kind of opened my thinking to some things that I had been, questioning and wondering about, and it's like, if that particular thing, is working for you, okay, you don't need to look at all of the specifics and the ins and outs and the details of where it's coming from. You don't need, what's the message that you're getting from it? You understand what I'm saying? If it tastes good to you in your spirit, you are, it's filling you up. You understand what I'm saying? Drinking from that cup or whatever, then that's what you need to focus on, You don't need to know the ins and outs of and the specifics of, where it's coming. Like say for example, maybe like the video I was watching, that guy where somebody could look at that guy, oh, he this and that and the other, maybe some personal things about him, or the person could be lying on him or whatever. But what difference do that make? Did the message that, that you were getting, okay, does the message, don't allow those types of things. Because see, sometimes I'll use that for example. You don't know the person talking about that person. You don't know why they're doing it. You don't know if it's true or not. How do they know? Have they looked all in their personal files and whatnot? Don't miss out on, what's filling you up from the message that the person is giving you. So busy focused on that person necessarily. I'm just using that as an example. I hope that makes sense. Okay. But anyway, we're gonna move on. Okay. We like just like my sister here just sent me a message through DM, you can do that while I'm on live. Now if it's you, I'm gonna know it's you, bitch. So don't try your stupid stuff, okay? You do it all day, all night long, okay? I'm gonna get it. Don't bother me with your bullshit while I'm on live, okay? You be trying. All right, let's see. The moon card. Let's see what we got here. I'm hearing something is coming undone here, okay, in someone's life. I feel like this is something that was hidden, some kind of secrets, okay, that someone was trying to hide. It is coming undone. Okay, and I don't know, people, whoever, whatever is beginning to see through the mask, it's like a masquerade. Okay, lies, plans, plots, schemes is what I'm hearing, coming undone. And whoever this is happening to, it's like it's burdensome. Okay, because I feel like they did put a lot of work into, hiding something, wanting to pretend that something was real. Okay, that's not real. Okay, threads coming undone, I'm hearing. Okay, All right. And I feel like whatever it is they were hiding, okay, they might be trying to figure out some kind of way to keep it in hiding. Now, if this is resonating with you and it's got something to do with you and somebody was doing something to you or something like that, this person maybe say they were doing something to you, okay? They was trying to hide. I feel like it's coming out now, coming to the forefront, and it's burdensome to this person, okay? And like I said, they put a lot of work into it, but because it's coming undone, there's nothing else here. They're trying to figure out what else to do. What they might try to do is, if this is you and this resonates, they might try to be your friend, okay? Little staff dormant. And when I say, of course, it ain't gonna be real. You know, somebody was doing that too in the first place. The shit ain't gonna be real. 7 of coins, dormant. 5 of gourds, awakened. Papa blade, awakened. Okay. You know, I just feel like don't trust it. Okay. They're not trying to be your friend. Okay. I'm hearing undo, undone. Okay. They got work to do. Okay. They're trying to figure out how to, you know, completely undone you, I feel. Okay. This person might feel small. You may have made this person feel small because really you didn't make them feel small. I mean, whatever they was trying to do, it didn't work. And I mean, and it's not going to work. I mean, this person lied on you, talked about, I've been lied on, cheated, talked about, mistreated, I've been abused, scorned, talked about sure as I'm born. I've been up, I've been down, I've been almost level to the ground, but long as I got me Jesus. Okay, I feel like long as I got me Jesus. That's the thing. Okay, they feel small here. Okay, and I feel like whatever they were doing, they must have been going at it hard because I feel like it's kind of fizzled out. Okay, or it's fizzling out. Okay, it's just not working, okay, any longer, okay? They don't have anything else to stand on here, okay? But I remember like nonsense, talk and nonsense, okay? They want to hurt your feelings. They want to do you in the best way they can, okay? I'm here, but they're not going to be able to. And, you know, I feel like they might have been trying to ride off your coattails or something like that, okay? Maybe any kind of work that you've done. Okay, maybe they was trying to say it was their work or whatever. I just feel like riding you. Okay, your energy. Okay, that's come undone too. And I feel like this person definitely is in some kind of regret, but not because, oh, I shouldn't have did that to that person. They were really nice. I'm so sorry. They're a good person. I was so wrong. Me, no, because whatever they were trying to do, it's failed. I'm hearing. Okay, they failed. Okay, I'm hearing they're a failure. Okay, but it's kind of, I don't even like hearing that. It's like you shouldn't have been doing that to nobody. Okay. All right. Let's keep going here. Okay. Young gourd, dormant. You know, leave folk alone. Okay. Little blade, dormant. Okay. And the strength card, dormant. Papa blade. Let me see. This might have been the person doing this Papa blade person. Okay. I keep hearing like they're trying to figure you out. They don't get you. They don't understand you. How come nothing I've done has worked? Nothing. It's all failed, okay? This might be a man here who has done this to you, okay? Or maybe someone just in masculine energy here, okay? But I definitely am here. They thought they was the chief. I mean, masquerade ball. I think this is this person, like this mask or whatever. Okay, it's coming off. Okay, and people can see straight through their lies. I'm here in their bullshit. Okay, whatever it was that they were trying to do to you here. Okay. They really wanted you. They wanted you to feel small. They wanted you to feel like you were nobody, that you were worthless. I feel like they wanted you to be somewhere crying, heartbroken, all of that type of thing. All right. They wanted you to feel like was there no hope. They were hopeless. Like there was nothing that nothing that you could do, nothing for you anywhere, any kind of way, anyhow, that type of thing. Okay. Thank you for the second and third thumbs up. But it's not what they wanted you to be weak. Okay. And I'm here humble before their eyes. So in other words, probably kiss their ass and lick their boots, that type of thing. Okay. But these things that they wanted here did not come to fruition, and they don't understand you. They don't get you. Okay. Like, why aren't you like the others? Okay. Why won't you bow before me and humble yourself? I mean, who the fuck are they? I don't get it. Like I said, my grandmother and them always taught me everybody sit on the same pot and shit the same way your motherfucking ass do. And you may wipe your ass better than this motherfucker. So who are you? I don't understand that. I don't get it. Like, you're a person, the writer, awaken. I don't get it. I mean, how do they feel like they're God, the lovers, awaken? And whatever, honey. Okay. 9 of coins. I mean, it's like you want to say, hey, did you wipe your ass good today while you worried about somebody bending down and licking your motherfucking boots? Nigga, lick your own motherfucking boots. Goddamn. Okay. Don't nobody owe you shit. Ain't nobody gotta bow down to you. For what? Okay. I just feel like, they can't figure out how the fuck you just keep on going. Okay. Like the motherfucking Energizer Bunny. What can stop you? But why do they want to do that? And why aren't they focused on their own self and their own life? Okay. Excuse me. All right. This person in their crazy ass mind thinks that they're in love with you. This is what they think. I want to be, that's what I'm hearing. I want to be your lover. Dun, 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 dun. I want to be the only one that makes you come running. I want to be your lover. Dun, 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 dun. I want to be your, turn you on, your lover. Yeah. Okay, Prince. I want to be, what he say? I want to be the only one you come for. Yeah. Okay. That's what they think. Okay. But that's kind of twisted here. Okay. I feel like whoever this is, I wouldn't get excited about that. Okay. They want you to be in some kind of codependent energy on them. Okay. Depend on me. I mean, this is just a crazy person. What would you call this? Maybe a narcissist. Definitely an abuser. Okay. They have abusive tendencies is what I'm hearing. Okay. And I'm hearing they would like to abuse you. Okay. That's their mindset. Okay. But this person, if you were that, what they want to do is just make you dependent upon them. They want you in a place where you don't have nothing or no one. Okay. But them. Okay. Fantasy land, fantasy, this is what they want to try to do to you. And I feel like what they've been trying to do to you. Okay. But I'm hearing like it's all out in the open now. Okay. People know, I'm hearing. Okay. The world sees is what I'm hearing. So maybe your community or whatever. Okay. They see what fabricating, I'm hearing. Okay. They were trying to fabricate something against you. Lies. Okay. Trying to put you in some kind of state of mind where you had nothing and no one. Fabrications, I'm hearing great fabrication. So this person was, obviously lying on you. I guess they thought that was going to work to get you, to bow down to them. Please stop lying on me. Please stop telling me this. That type of thing. Okay. And that was what was going to happen. They were doing other things is what I'm hearing. Here we have the temperance dormant. Okay. Damn sure wasn't going to be no give and take with this motherfucker. Okay. And I feel like, this person something is wrong. Temperance, dormant in reverse. And here we have the Hermit, okay, upright. Look at how he's looking. I feel like this person would probably sit alone sometimes, okay, by themselves in fantasy land, fantasy world, fantasizing about doing this to you or getting you in that kind of position, okay, and thinking of ways in which to do it. But here we have young coin, okay, upright. And I feel like that's the state of mind. I mean, like, look at him, he's dumbfounded. Like, I don't get you. You know, I can't figure you out. And this person may have lost some money, okay, doing this. Okay. They're not all like this Papa Blade here, you know, master manipulator. Okay, they're not all in that energy anymore. They're trying to I'm here. They're trying to figure out how to get back there, but it's like they're so dumbfounded. Okay, that what they've done to you hasn't worked. You understand what I'm saying? Okay, how come Six of Blades upright? You know, or awaken? How come, you know, thieving, lying, manipulating, stealing? Okay, I'm hearing your energy. So they might have been doing some energy harvesting on you. Okay, I definitely keep it in line about you. Okay, I'm trying to steal your work, whatever your work may be. Okay, this is the mindset that they were in. Okay, and this is what they were doing, and they're mad than a motherfucker about it too. Young Blade upright. Look at him. Like pouting. You want me? I can't figure out why they working on me. You know, but it probably lost some money, like I said, and they're pouting at the same time. Okay. Hold on. Let me see if I should pull an oracle card. I don't think so, not tonight. Okay, because it's like way over time than what I expected. Okay, but I'm hearing you. You know, you'll be fine. Okay, this person I'm hearing like manipulated you, manipulated your energy. Okay. A lot of ways, a lot of times, maybe, I don't know, maybe he has some relationship with this person in some kind of way. It doesn't have to be romantic, but could have been. Okay, they might have been doing a black magic, witchcraft, their energy harvesting, all that type of thing. Okay, I'm hearing they were, but they can no longer, I'm hearing they can no longer perform that energy work. Okay. They're not allowed to. Mentally strained, having some mental, like I'm hearing mental breakdown. They're having a mental breakdown, breaking down mentally. They might have been strong mentally at one point, at least thought they were. I mean, not as strong. See, I'm hearing theft. Okay, or they didn't realize maybe how strong you were mentally. I'm hearing theft. They stole something, stole property. I'm hearing of yours. Okay, so they stole something that belonged to you, your property. I don't know if that means like, you know, land or a house or some shit like that, or just whatever, but something that was yours. They stole it, or they tried to steal it in the works, I'm hearing. Okay, they had it in the works. That was the plan. They were trying to steal your work. Okay, lying on you, manipulating others, the system even. So that goes into the law. Okay, trying to manipulate the system against you, to work against you. Okay, but they failed miserably, I'm hearing. Okay, the law, I'm hearing, worked against them. Okay, so maybe, you know, they saw what this person was doing. Lying, I'm hearing, theft, thievery. Okay, trying to steal from you. Okay, copying or copying. Something about copying, or copying. I can't make it out. Okay, one or the other. Okay, but nevertheless. Okay, I'm hearing this person is in a mental prison of their own making. They may be a mental breakdown. Maybe they're having a breakdown. Well, we heard that. Okay, what you call like a nervous breakdown or something like that. They're losing it, I'm hearing. Okay, mentally they can't hang. They can't handle it. Okay, they can't understand what has happened. Okay, you were supposed to fall. You were supposed to falter. You were supposed to like die off. You were supposed to become nothing, and I was supposed to rule and regulate you. Okay, that's what was going to happen. That's what was supposed to happen. That was the plan. That was in the works, I'm hearing. Okay, but it didn't come to fruition. Okay, it did not happen. Okay, this person is guarded, I'm hearing. Okay, extremely guarded, excessively guarded. Okay, I feel like they may be living in a fear. I'm hearing extreme because they can't understand how come everything they did to you. Okay, I keep hearing lies. So the person lied on you a lot. Okay, how come everything they did to you has fallen? Okay, how come it failed? Okay, but I feel like this person has no remorse. Okay, they don't care about what they did to you. Okay, they just care that it didn't work. Okay, I can't understand that it didn't work. And like I said, with that one at the beginning, it looked like, okay, it might try to come in that with that Six of Swords card upright. Okay, may try to come in and make friendly with you or something like that, or send somebody to. They're gonna try to send someone like in their name or something like that. Okay, they might try either that or send someone. I'm hearing decoy, to play their game or whatever, okay, to try to manipulate you. I'm hearing moving forward with something, maybe to try to make you move forward with something that they did to you. I don't know, to make it look like they're going to try to get you involved in something. Okay, they're going to try to manipulate you to get you involved in something to make it look like you were the problem. Okay, like what they were saying was true in the first place. 2 others involved in this. Okay, I'm here. Run. Don't sign shit. Don't get involved with shit. Okay, anybody tagged to these motherfuckers in any way, shape, or form, run your motherfucking ass. Okay, away from them. Okay, don't talk to them. Don't visit with them. Don't smile at them. Don't look at them. Don't nothing with them. Okay, because like I said, the system manipulate the system. So who knows what illegalities these motherfuckers have done and want to try to get you to sign something or do something or whatever to try to make it look like that the lies that they was throwing around about you are true when they're not. Okay, I'm here. Fuck these two, and I heard that broad. Okay, so fuck that broad, whoever that broad is. Okay. And anybody else, okay, who wants to try to tag you to something that you're not involved in and never were involved in, you ain't got to sign a motherfucking thing, okay? And you ain't got to talk to no goddamn body. I don't give a fuck what they say. It's kind of like what Mustard Puss did with the old silly ass message she sent that I went over. It took about 30 minutes to go over for a dumbass. You look at something like that, don't let your eyes get big and be, acting. Is this somebody in charge of acting? And you could just see clearly this is some bullshit. Okay. The name ain't capitalized, ain't no commas, ain't no nothing. And I'm in charge of what company, what is this? Background, just don't, official stuff and bullshit stuff. And if you get something and you're not quite sure, ain't nothing wrong with a second or third set of eyes that you can trust, okay? And because you already know the motherfuckers trying to get at you and bother you with their bullshit, okay? Motherfuckers will do anything, okay? Just to win some shit that they started that you was never a part of, but they want to make you a part of because they fucking strange and weird and want to I just wants to see you lick my boots, bitch. And all of that kind of weird ass shit, okay? Because okay. All right. So that's all I got. Thank you to those who have joined. Thank you to those who have subscribed to my channel. Thank you for the 3 thumbs up. YouTube is, I don't know what spirit has possessed YouTube. I get to on my app, it'll say, let me see. They sent me a thing saying I qualify for monetization, but I only have 800 something subs. So they got this new setup, and it say I lost. I told you the numbers go up and down. Probably Puss and all them and her bag and crew. Okay, but the numbers go up and down. It's been doing that for a long motherfucking time. Like 6-7 months now. Okay, maybe I'm exaggerating, but at least about 4 or 5 months. Okay, and so it said +3 subscribers when it went down, like 2, and then it goes up, and then it says -2 subscribers. I'm like, listen, what demon has taken over the YouTube app? Okay, it's strange because people talking about all kind of strange ass shit happening on this motherfucker. Okay, but anyway, I hope that you all have, and thank you to those who have supported me on my Patreon. I know I'm behind y'all, but I'm getting there. Okay, I appreciate those who there and have come through and whatnot. Y'all go ahead and get on that Patreon. Okay, and y'all have favor. Peace.